All right, this video more serious, more time given to it. I'm going to put some more extended effort. What is the meaning, purpose of life? We give it meaning. We give it purpose. We are built with meaning. We are built with purpose. We are created, better said, with meaning and purpose. Our meaning, love. What is life? Life is love. Okay, expression, creativity. It's infinite. Just that is infinite. It never stops, never gets old. Gamers, paintballers, softers, simulation combat sport players, no. Artists, they know. Designers, they know. It never gets old. So that's the spice of life, someone once said, or as many of us say. And what is the purpose? Purpose is to live all of this. Purpose is connected to meaning. Meaning is connected to purpose. Okay? Your life was born of love. So the purpose to life is to love. And the meaning to life is everything that love contains. All the creative potentials and expressive joy and creativity, sports, sexy battles that we all have. Okay? And I'm going to put it in my description as I did before. It's all made up. When you realize that it's all made up, okay, money, politics, commerce, it's all made up, then you recognize and you reclaim your power, all right, to own your life and make up your own sustaining, evolved life and communities. Those may still scrap in fiat or still may think that money is needed, okay, for a temporary moment. For some of those people, it is, okay. For some procedures where others are still needing or working towards the elevation, it is a temporary thing. But everyone can literally just hands down drop it all, arm yourselves with wisdom, knowledge. Some people will say arm yourself with your rifles just in case. You got these idiots in different organizations, okay? But more importantly, even people in those organizations know what I'm talking about. There are those in those organizations who I call undercover agents of love, okay? They operate on the cosmic level, divine level, okay? A lot of those people make a lot of changes to certain policies, statutory rules of engagement within commerce. Okay, everything is commerce. You know how many stuff was made, how many things and businesses were made with no money? Okay, people who only had a vision and a dream, and all they did was they just kept at it, and they found investors willing to invest time, money, and effort. And some people still think it was the money. It wasn't the money. It was that creative drive. The money only paid other people who had certain skills and abilities to create or do or make certain things that would help the vision come to life, or talk to certain people that would help the vision come to life. Agreements are made. Equity is distributed, represented through the monetary systems. Oh, you don't need monetary systems. Okay? Just because some people are still using it doesn't take away or discredit this truth. It doesn't discredit the truth and the fact of the matter that life never needed money to begin with. Also, need a lot of gold and silver either, okay? One gold coin, if you look up Ayurvedic medicine, a gold coin, decent sized gold coin, real gold, no need to make a design on it, but just a nice ounce, I think it's 9 grams, I forget, but a nice size coin of gold, of pure gold, is medicine forever. It's nerve damage and repair forever, especially when stored in water, alkaline water, and that water is also stored in a copper bottle. You got medicine forever. People, jewelry, you don't need jewelry. I don't really like wearing jewelry unless it's got an efficient use. I was gifted this jewelry, okay? It's gold plated, okay? But the gold has certain energy properties. I've drank gold from this guy who has something called Supreme Wellness Being, okay? Something like that, okay? So when you have and you create a self-sustaining life and when you realize the illusion of it all, then you can be grounded in your purpose and the meaning of life. To live, to create, to love, to express. And there are those who are too spirited who know how to express with the entire spectrum, right? You have to be able, as I've told other people, you need to be able to stand firm within yourself. Don't be so concerned about what to tell other people to do or not do. Instead, lead by example. Share what you got to share, but ultimately just love people where they are, all right? And lead by example. I had a conversation with someone and I repeated something, and they're like, "You already told me that. No, you don't need to repeat." I'm like, "Well, if you got a problem with me repeating, you can take back your chain and everything." They're like, "Oh, I'll take it back." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm good. I like that. Respect." Right? But I told them, just flow, keep flowing. They got it. They got it. Keep flowing. Now, I also want to remind all of you that animals are friends, not food. Okay? When you have a self sustaining life, building a self sustaining life, as many people and many communities, tribes, micro, macro, big, small, whatever individuals, collectives are doing now without money, okay? When you have that kind of self sustaining life, well, now you got time and energy, learn other things, and learn even more, get more involved in more do it yourself projects. You want a cool design? You look at Pinterest, for example. I love the many different designs, that in Pinterest that artists show. What that shows, what I love about it so much, why I'm so drawn to it, and why we're so drawn to it sometimes, is because it shows an infinite plethora of creativity. So instead of limiting this creativity to just the virtual world, a lot of people want to do this in real life, but they can't because they still think that money is the answer. Okay. And like I said, for some people, maybe that is a temporary answer, but ultimately, we are all called back by nature to a life of self sustainability to really tap into our wisdom and power to create and love unconditionally and protect all of life. Okay? You have that self sustaining life, you have time to do everything you want. You want a car, you can make a car. It doesn't have to be so big. You don't need to go overproducing. You don't need to go and, damn, it's a word to describe using people. Ex- Oh my God. Damn, why am I having a hard time with that word, dude? Exploit. Thank you. There's the word. When we're out in a self sustaining world, when you're building a self sustaining life, there is no need for exploitation of people, exploitation of resources, overproducing, overmining. Okay? Because you're self sustaining. And self sustained and true, wise, intelligent people, especially those connected with nature's wisdom, nature's medicines, food, plant based foods, okay? People like that, when they connect with that wisdom. knowledge is revealed. People come to you, you learn how to do things yourself. Look at this, look at the internet. People are sharing DIYs, how to make your own car, how to make your own motorcycle, how to make your own jet plane, yada, 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 how to build your own turbo pressure, blah, blah, blah. How to build this, how to build that. And when you, again, I'm going to reiterate, when you have a self-sustaining life, then that question of what is the purpose and meaning is gone, because now you're actively involved in your purpose and meaning. You're actively involved in creating, you're actively involved in loving, expressing, playing, resting, taking care of nature and each other. What else do you want? Okay? And it doesn't get boring. Contrary to what some may believe, there are those stories and there are those phrases, or there are those words that people sometimes utter when they say, well, if you have a lot of money, I think Andrew Tate made a mention, and to some extent he's right, but there's also a falsehood to the statement, okay? Not to him, to the statement, okay? That other people have used the same statement. That when you have a lot of money and you can buy all kinds of Lamborghini and you can spend millions of dollars every day with no problem, now what? You get bored. The only reason some people will get bored is because they're not embracing their own creativity, therefore not operating at full capacity. Some are. Some are making moves. Some are called to this mission to bring and elevate the entire world back to its full capacity. So they go on to different places, different parts of the world, and are actively engaged in elevating people, not through religion, but through this common spiritual comprehension and nature, loving nature, and abundant, infinitely creative wisdom that is in our nature and all the animals as well. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say for that. And that's all I have. Namaste, y'all.